you regularly feel stressed out and overwhelmed by your to-do list, to the point where you either don't know where to start, or to the point where you've got so much to do, it paralyzes you and you do nothing, and then you fall further behind and become even more stressed? Well, today, my friend, I'm going to take you through an exercise I have recently done with one of my coaching clients called the Eisenhower Matrix, and how you can use it to get on top of your to-do list, and how you can use it in any fraction of your life in order to see what needs to be done and what can be dropped. So are you ready to become an efficient wizard at your to-do list? Let's go. So recently I had a WhatsApp message off one of the ladies I am coaching who said, I am completely overwhelmed with my to-do list and I don't even know where to start. And so I sent her a very rough written draft of what the Eisenhower Matrix is, and today we're going to walk through it. So without further ado, let's hit the slides. Okay, in our first slide, and in the first quadrant of the Eisenhower Matrix, is urgent and important. So these are the tasks that have to be done first. So one of my favorite business books is by a chap called Brian Tracy, and it's called Eat the Frog. I will put a link to it in the description. And basically what that is you should eat the frog, which is your most terrible, urgent, pressing, don't want to do task, and we do it first. We eat that frog first thing in the morning so that we've got over the most horrible thing that we'll have to do that day. So urgent and important, they contribute to your long-term goals, and they are generally urgent problems or deadlines that are necessary in the business. So examples of urgent and important would be things like a key client has a last minute late booking, you don't want to let them down and you want to sort it out for them. Or your cleaner has called in sick and that you need to find cover and then speak to the client to let them know, Betty won't be coming today, it will be Sally. If your payroll needs submitting by a certain day or a certain time, or you've had a negative online review which needs a professional and prompt response. So in quadrant one, everything is on fire. So if something is on fire in your business and it's important to the money-making growth moving forward of your business, it goes into quadrant one. Quadrant two is important, but not urgent. So these are things that we want to schedule the time for. And I would recommend doing calendar blocks. So going into your calendar and on the 27th of July, block out from 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock. And in them 3 hours, you are going to do your business planning or your social media or batch content creation. So these are crucial to the long-term goals, and they are important problems and deadlines for your business. And the reason that it has a little crown is because this is the optimum quadrant. You want to spend as much time as you physically can within your business inside of quadrant two tasks. These are things that are going to make you money, scale the business, and move the needle on your growth and scalability for the future. So examples of quadrant two, important but not urgent tasks, would be things like writing your marketing plan for the next quarter, updating or even starting to create your operations manual, booking in your client calls, reviews or spot checks, or inducting and training a new hire on your procedures and expectations for the business so that they hit the ground running and you don't get any complaints or negative feedback from them. Quadrant three is urgent but not important tasks, and these are things that we want to delegate if we've got a team. If we don't have a team yet and there is just you, then you want to be looking at either automating some of these tasks, which can be done easy peasy lemon squeezy with various pieces of software that are now on the market, Or you want to look for a VA, which just stands for virtual assistant, and that's somebody that you can send lists of work to do that are monotonous, that are repetitive, but are something that needs to be done in the business, but they don't necessarily have to be done by you, because it's not super duper urgent and it's not super duper important. So examples of things that we can delegate are things like answering general inquiry emails or just emails generally. So in my business, and I had the rule with my office manager and with my managers generally, is that emails are to be checked first thing in the morning. They can be checked for 15 minutes before lunch, and they can be checked again last thing at night. I do not believe, and have never believed, in having your emails open all the time, because emails are just a time vortex. You will get sucked into it and you end up spending far too much time doing things that are not making you money, that are not marketing your business, that are not making you connections or building relationships. They can make you feel busy and make you feel like you're being super important and businesswoman of the year, but they're actually doing nothing for your bottom line. So things like ordering cleaning stock, sending out reminders for your staff to send their timesheets and invoices, replying to Facebook messages. Most of these you can automate or get somebody else to do it for you. And the final quadrant is quadrant 4, and that is not urgent and it's not important. And these are things that we just need to delete and let them go. They are tasks that are distractions, and they are tasks that do not in any way contribute to your long-term goals or your business growth. So examples of not urgent and not important tasks are things like you obsessively checking your Instagram insights or the Meta Business Suite insights, reorganizing your supply cupboard for the billionth time this year, tweaking your website or socials font yet again, or joining every group and free webinar going. These are things that you just do not need to do. They are things that clog up your to-do list. They are, again, another thing that you can wear like a cozy blanket to fool yourself into think that you are being busy and being productive, but you're not actually achieving anything within the business. We need to let these tasks go. Delete, delete, delete. So in its absolute simplest form, this is what the Eisenhower Matrix is. So quadrant 1 are the things that we need to do and do first because they are on fire and we need, as a business owner, to put that fire out. Quadrant 2 are things that are important that we need to decide when we are going to do it and set apart the time in our diary to make sure that we are not interrupted and we can sit down and do the thing that we've decided that we need to do. Quadrant 3 are tasks that are important but not urgent, and we can find a way to either delegate or automate those tasks. And in the final quadrant, these are things that just don't make us money, don't contribute to the business goals, and don't move us forward in any way, and we want to delete them. So I would invite you to have a look at your current to-do list, go through your to-do list, even draw out this matrix on a piece of paper and start to put your regular tasks and your upcoming tasks into this matrix and help you decide what is important and urgent and what is just not needed so that you can let it go. Use this matrix whenever you feel overwhelmed with your to-do list, when you've just got far too much on your plate and you are trying to get on top of where you need to be, but you want to make sure that you are doing tasks that actually help you and help your business. So tell me, is this something that you think you could use within your business? Do you think the Eisenhower Matrix could help you get a little bit organized and more systemized in how you deal with all the tasks that you've got to do as a small business owner? Do you use a completely different method? If you do, pop it in the comments and share your knowledge with the class so that we can all learn together. Thank you so much for your time and for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to be here next Wednesday with a brand new video. But until then, you stay sparkling. Bye-bye.